Hey everybody, it's Pastor Caleb. Hope you're doing well today. Just want to share a quick devotion with you from the book of Daniel. So make sure that you stick around, and I hope that this encourages you. So in Daniel chapter 1, verse 8, we're going to start there, and then I'm going to give you a few points, and I hope that this will encourage you throughout your day. So in Daniel chapter 1, starting in verse 8, the Bible says, "But Daniel resolved that he would not defile himself with the king's food or the wine that he drank." And then in verse 9, "And God gave Daniel favor and compassion." So just to give you a little bit of background on this, Daniel is taken captive by Babylon and King Nebuchadnezzar. A lot is going on in Daniel's life and a lot of his family and his friends. Babylon basically comes in and captures a lot of them and takes them back to Babylon. One of the things that happens to Daniel is they change his name, and they change the name of some of his friends as well. And then they're hanging out with the chief of eunuchs. So basically Daniel and his buddies are made into eunuchs. That basically means that they've been castrated. So this is a lot going on in Daniel's life. There's a lot going on here, and it would have been very easy for Daniel to basically throw up his hands and be like, "All right, God, this is a terrible situation that I'm in. I'm just going to throw my hands up. I quit. I'm done. I can't handle this anymore." But what did the text say in verse 8? It says, "But Daniel resolved." Sometimes we have to resolve to live with conviction. We have to resolve. We have to dig down deep into our gut, into our soul, and we have to resolve no matter what the situation is, no matter what adversity that we're facing, no matter what trials that we're going under. Because listen, trials and adversity is going to come in life. How are we going to resolve? How are we going to respond when that happens? Another point that I see in here is we got to have some grit to us. We got to have some fight to us, even when things don't go our way. Daniel and his buddies, man, they just didn't roll over and be like, "All right, we're done. We're just gonna give in to whatever the king does, whatever this country that we're in does." It says, "But Daniel resolved that he would not defile himself." He gave a little pushback. He fought through no matter what was going on. Daniel was a man of conviction. He didn't make excuses. He just responds. David didn't be like, "Oh God, you know what? I had it good, going good back home, and now you've put me in this environment. Man, I'm done. I'm not going to use this opportunity to make something of myself. I'm not going to use this opportunity to make you known. I'm just gonna sit here in the corner and I'm gonna suck my thumb like a little baby." That's not what Daniel does. He resolved. He had conviction. He responded positively. He had a positive response with what was going on in his life. And God gives him favor. God gave him favor because he responds positively. He didn't just sit there and make an excuse. A lot of times in life, when something bad happens, we start making excuses. "Well, I'm not this. I'm not good enough." And then you can fill in the blank with whatever you want. And then we start responding negatively. We complain about things when things don't go our way. Daniel had a positive response. So my encouragement for you today is no matter what's going on in life, respond positively. Respond positively. Have a positive response. Have a positive response. And to live with conviction, to live with resolve, to live with some grit and some backbone. That's what we see with Daniel here in chapter 1. "But Daniel resolved that he would not defile himself with the king's food or with the wine that he drank." He wasn't giving in. He wasn't going to give in to what the crowd was doing. He wasn't going to give in to what the world was doing, what the culture that he was put in was doing. He found favor with God. because he would not defile himself, because he resolved, he dug deep into his soul, into his gut, and said, no, I'm going hard after it. So as we close here, go hard after it. Resolve, have some conviction, have a positive response. So I hope this has encouraged you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.